Hello everybody, welcome back to today's video. Today we're going to be teaching you how to install LSPDFR with the new update that just came out for PC and GTA 5 and all that. So let's go ahead and get into today's video. I have quite a few tabs pulled up here for everything you're going to need to install LSPDFR, as well as we're going to install a small police pack. That's an LAPD, LSPD livery type of pack as well. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to do here, guys, is I have my GTA 5 through Steam. So what you're going to want to do is go to your Steam, go to Library. Where you see Grand Theft Auto 5, you're going to want to right click, Manage, Browse Local Files. Again, just to make sure you guys got all that, you first load it into Steam, Library, Grand Theft Auto 5, right click, Manage, and Browse Local Files. So your local files won't really look like this at all right now, just because you don't have LSPDFR installed. I do, so don't freak out about that at the moment. But for now, let's go ahead and download LSPDFR, and I'll be sure to leave links and everything that I've used today in the video in the description. So for us right here, it's going to be LSPDFR First Response. You're going to want to click download this file. Now you can read all this if you want. I don't really choose to, because I mean, who cares, right? But if you want to read through it, by all means you do it. But you want to click agree and download, and you're going to have two different file types you can do. You can do the setup.ex or the manual install. I prefer the manual install. I've done the setup version, but to me it seems like the setup version just crashes your game a lot more compared to where if you were to just do the manual zip. So what you're going to do is click download this file. Give it a second and it'll start downloading. There we go, right there. So, once again, make sure you have your Grand Theft Auto 5 main game directory pulled up. Yet again, Steam Library, right-click Grand Theft Auto 5, Manage, Browse Local Files. Alright, looks like we have that guy downloaded. So what we're going to want to do here is we're going to open that. For this, you're probably going to need WinRAR or something like that. So that's how I open up all my files and stuff like that. So for WinRAR here, you want to go to the WinRAR website right here. And you're going to click on this WinRAR 7.01 American 64-bit. You'll click on that, install it. I'm not going to install it, obviously. Pretty much you just click on it, except for it to install, and go from there. Okay. So let's go ahead and enlarge our main game directory here. So this is the LSPDFR that we just downloaded right here. So what you're going to want to do is you want to highlight all of these things pulled up in here, and once you do that, you're going to drag and drop it to the right side. You want to make sure you're not highlighting any folders or anything, because if you do, it can be installed incorrectly, and then you're going to have one heck of a nightmare. So yet again, like I said, highlight all this stuff, drag and drop it to the right side here. I'm going to do that now with you guys just because I already have it installed and I pretty much already know how the basics as it works for me. So I'm going to replace the files in destination. You're not going to have to do this, but it should just automatically download. But for me, I'm going to replace files in destination. And I'm going to go in here real quick and teach you guys a couple tips that I do to make my game not as laggy or not crash as much. So for me, I'm going to go into the LSPDFR folder, and I'm going to click on right-click. I'm going to highlight LSPDFR with the little gear icon, right-click, and hit Edit. And you're going to see right here it says Main Preload All Models equals True. You're going to want to turn that from True to False. And the reason for that being is whenever you're first in the game and all that, or whenever you're just driving around the game, sometimes your buildings and everything won't load properly, and like your graphics driver can have a hard time trying to process all of it and make your game crash. So for me, I always turn preload all models to false, file, and save. Now the next thing we're going to do, because I have what's the name of it? Ultimate Backup installed, excuse me. Is I'm going to right click over keys real quick and re-edit some of this stuff here, just because I don't need half of this stuff because it seems to crash my game. So for me, where it says pursuit menu controller key equals D-pad down, I'm going to do none. Crime report, right thumb. Sometimes it'll like glitch out to where you can't like look behind you. So I'm going to do none again. Let's see. Down right, D-pad right. From rest, D-pad right. Stop pad's control key, D-pad right. That's fine. Left, left. Traffic stop interact. I'm going to turn that to none, otherwise it just sometimes glitches out my ultimate backup thing. So like I said, you guys don't have to do that at all. I'm just doing that real quick while I'm already in here, just because I have some mods installed and it interferes with some of those mods that I have installed at the moment. So once we have that all done, set to go, we're going to go back. We're going to scroll down to right here where it says Rage Plugin Hook. You guys are going to want to right click on that and hit Create Shortcut. And once you do that, it should say Rage Plugin Hook Shortcut above it or below it. And when you guys do that, you just want to drag it to your desktop, kind of like how I have mine right here. So that way you don't have to keep going back into your main directory every time you want to start up LSPDFR. So let's go ahead and minimize that guy, or exit out of that guy, minimize that guy. Now, the cars that I'm going to be installing require ELS. And for order your ELS to work in game, you're going to need a script hook, which I'll have the link down in the description as well. So you're going to want to download script hook. I'm going to hit keep. And for this guy, what you guys want to do is go into bin. Let's minimize that again real quick. Pull back up our GTA 5 main game directory. Go back to where it says Grand Theft Auto 5 here. So you want to go into bin, and if it's your first time downloading this, you're going to want to highlight all of this here. All these here, you're going to want to drag and drop it to where you're not highlighting any folders or anything. So you just highlight this in here, drag and drop. So it's asking me if I want to replace the files. I'm just going to skip these files because I already have it put in. So, minimize our main game directory again. Now you guys are going to need Open IV. Now for Open IV, it is a platform that allows you to do your mods and all that stuff for your GTA 5 and all that. So you'll click download this file, and when you set it up, you're going to need to make sure that it matches your GTA 5 main game directory. So for example, yours will probably not match mine, but for my GTA 5 main game directory, it's going to be local disk C, programs 86, Steam, Steam apps, common, Grand Theft Auto 5. Again, for me, it's local disk C, program files times 86, Steam, Steam apps, common, Grand Theft Auto 5. And that's how you're going to want to make sure your Open IV is set up. So once you have your Open IV and everything set up, you guys are going to want to download and install ELS. Agree and download. And I believe the ELS we are needing is this guy here. Don't quote me, I could be wrong. I need to download this file to make sure. Oh. Let's try that one more time. I have a funny feeling the ELS you're needing is the second one. I think that first one was for a when there was an update a while back for LSPDFR and you needed that to work. Yeah, so that's not the one you guys are going to want. So let's go back. Download this file. Agree and download. ELS version 1.05 RAR. So we're going to download that guy. Wait for that to download. And while we're waiting on that to download, we're going to pull back up to our Grand Theft Auto 5 main directory. We're going to open ELS. We're going to click on installation files, Grand Theft Auto 5. go back to where it says, or excuse me, installation files, Grand Theft Auto 5. And what you guys are going to want to do is highlight all this in here, drag and drop. And then you guys will have a new file for ELS, which is emergency lighting system. And we'll get into that here in a second. So once you have all that installed and your Open IV is downloaded and everything, now we're going to install this LAPD Mega Pack LSPD Lore Friendly. So this pack includes a 2023 Tahoe, 21 Explorer, 20 Durango, 21 Durango, 2016 Taurus, 2016 Charger with push bar or no push bar, and a 2011 Crown Vic with push bar / steelies. Or no steelies. So you're going to want to click on this, download this file. Wait for that to finish downloading. And then while we're waiting on that to download, we're going to go to Open IV. We're going to click Windows. Make sure we're in edit mode. Click yes. For me, I already have my areas that I need to get stuff favorited. So for me, this is my directory of how I install my cars. I go to, you guys are going to need to copy it to mods folder. So for you guys, when you first start, it's going to be Grand Theft Auto 5, Update, X64, DLC packs. It's going to be patch date 25, DLC.rpf, X64, right here. Oh, one second. It's going to be X64. Then you're going to go to levels, GTA 5, vehicles.rpf. So again, GTA 5, update, X64, DLC packs, patch day 25, DLC.rpf, X64, levels, GTA 5, vehicles.rpf. And once you get to here, you should, if you're in edit mode, it should say copy to mods folder somewhere in the top corner. You're going to want to click on that, and then that way, every time you're in here, the mod you're wanting to install is going to go into your mods folder. And then from here, if you want to make it easier for you, you click favorites, add to favorites. I just have vehicles.rpf because that's where I always go to install my cars. So once we're here, our pack is downloaded here. Close out of that, minimize that. So this is going to be your pack here. So ELS is for your lighting information and all that. So for me right now, I believe I have, let's go back. I have it the one where I don't have a push bar installed. So no push bar is the hubcaps version. So for here, you go from here to where it says Crown Vic hubcaps, if this is the one that you want. If you want a push bar, that's the one you're going to want. So for me, you have all these files here. Just highlight these, drag and drop it over here to the right side. Make sure you're not highlighting anything. And then once you do that, we're going to minimize that real quick. Come here to where it says police. Click on that, and you will be able to see that the car is now in the game and everything. Now for the next car we have, we're going to do a Charger no push bar. Right here it says police as well. I prefer to have the Crown Victoria in the game just because I believe that the Crown Vic is just an icon for police vehicles and all that. But for me, if you notice it in the game right here, I have mine set as Police 2. So in order to change up the name on it, what you want to do is just click it once and then click it one more time again in a space. And then with your arrow keys, it'll move over for you. And then for me, it says police. And then at the end of where it says, or at the end of the E, I put a 2. And then I just hit enter. Now it says police2.ytf. And same thing for this guy. Left arrow key, go back over to where it says police and it ends with an E, hit 2, and you do that. And then for this guy, arrow key 2, enter. And then you highlight these, you drag and drop it in here. And then I believe my police 3 is, yeah, it's It's either the Durango or the Explorer. I think I did the Explorer. Yeah, so for me it's the Explorer. So for this, the 2021 Explorer here, just gonna do the same thing you just did for the Charger. Instead of where it says Police 2, just go back, put a 3, enter. Back, put a 3, enter. Go to where the 2 is, delete, 3, enter. And then you're going to want to highlight all these, drag and drop that into your main game directory. Then once that's all done, you're going to want to come to your ELS file here. So we're done with Open IV for my part here. So I'm going to close that guy real quick. So for the Crown Vic, we're going to go for our ELS. We're going to keep it here. Then we're going to go back to our main game directory file. And you're going to click on the ELS folder that you guys created, then go to Pack Default. Move this down a little bit. Your Police XML file right here, you're going to want to drag, and you're going to drop it off to the right. Make sure you're not highlighting anything again. And then that'll be in your game. For the Charger, remember it's not Police anymore. So same thing again. Arrow 2, enter. Then drag and drop that into your game. And for the Explorer, it's not Police 2 for me, it's Police 3. So I'm going to do that. Do that. Enter. Drag and drop that into your game directory as well. And then after that, we are going to close everything up. And we're going to launch our Rage plugin hook shortcut. Now, do keep in mind, I do have custom sirens and everything installed at the moment, so my sirens aren't going to be the sirens you guys have going forward. If you'd like to see a video on how to install a siren package and all that, just leave some comments down in the description, and I'll be happy to more than happy to post the video for you guys. But for now, I'll wait till I see you guys in our game, and I'll be right back with y'all. Did forget with this the newest update with the Battle Eye thing, you need to go to the Rockstar's game launcher here. Click that. So I apologize for forgetting this, but this is something that just newly came about. And once you guys are in your Rockstar game launcher, you're going to want to go to settings here. And for me, mine had the Battle Eye box checked. What you're going to want to do is uncheck that box, because if you have that box checked, it will not allow you to play Grand Theft Auto 5 story mode at all, because it's looking for cheats and unsupported files, which we do have that, but we're not going into online mode, but the game still won't allow us to do that. So make sure you guys have that checked off, and then go back to your Rage plugin shortcut, relaunch the game, and it should work. So I will see you guys in the game here in just a second once we get in there. Alright, now that we are in the game, as you guys can clearly see, also just want to make sure that you guys do know, obviously, you need to at least complete the first mission. I think it's called Franklin and Lamar. To order to be able to free roam and everything like this. So for me, these are the cars that we have installed here. So like I said, I do have a custom siren and everything installed. I'm going to drive off over to the entrance here, and I'll spawn in the rest of the cars that we have installed right now. So this is our Crown Victoria that we have installed in our Police 1 slot. And on controller, to activate your ELS lights, it's going to be left on D-pad. So normally you have stage 1 through 3 lights for these ELS files. I don't know why there's no caution lights for stage 1. But as you can see here, stage 1 I'm hitting now. You hear that button, nothing happens. I don't know if it's just the files or what. This is stage 2. And stage 3. And here's my siren package that I have installed. It's the LAPD siren package. Let's go ahead and spawn Police 2. That was for the charger. Make sure our lights in this car work as well. Stage 1, nothing. Stage 2. And 3. And then we're going to spawn Police 3. And this is going to be the 2021 Explorer. So for the Explorer, though, you do have a Stage 1 lighting pattern, which is just your caution lights here. And then this is your Stage 2. And 3. Now for me, to start up LSPDFR, I hit F4 and I go to load plugin. Then I go to, you guys obviously don't have all these plugins, but I'll load all my plugins up real quick. So for me, I load in Axon Signal, which is like the body cam and dash cam, which is an easy plugin to install. Any of my plugins that I do have, if you guys want to see, just let me know and I'll be more than happy to show you on how to install all of these. Next plugin I'm loading is EUP. Next plugin we're going to load is now LSPDFR. Give that a second to load and think. Then I'm going to load Simple Speed Radar. And then I'm going to load Sticky Wheels. Alright, now we're going to go into the station here to actually fully launch LSPDFR. So you come in here. For me, it's right on D-pad. You click that, go on duty. And like I said, you guys aren't going to have all these plugins that come up right here. So yeah. And I'll show you guys the rest of the cars I have installed at the moment right now. So this is the LAPD pack that we installed. Our Crown Victoria, the Charger, and then the Explorer. For my sheriff slots, I have the Blaine County Sheriff's Livery. And then I believe... yeah, for Sheriff 2, it's the Tennessee State Troopers 2020 or newer Ford Explorer, which that's going to be the next vehicle I'm going to be using in the next Tennessee video I make. Then we also have, for the older cruisers, we have Police Old 1 and 2 is an unmarked Tahoe, and then a Ford Expedition, I think. For Noose, I have this Tahoe installed, and FIB is a Caprice, I believe, Tennessee, and then my Park Ranger is the commercial vehicle enforcement for Florida Highway Patrol. But for now, we'll just take the Crown Vic out. And it says you are now on duty. However, for me, since I have other mods installed, it won't go on duty until I tell dispatch vocally that I'm on duty. So 7 Adam 6, show me 1041, 10-8, and available.
Acknowledged. 7 Adam 6, proceed to patrol area.
And that is how you guys install LSPDFR and launch it and everything, and are able to use it. So I hope you guys found this video useful and helpful to you. If you have any questions or anything like that, I'd be more than happy to answer them for you in the comment section. And anything else you guys would like to see on the channel or anything like that, please do not hesitate, let me know, and I'll be sure to get that going for you. But until then, guys, I appreciate you for tuning in today, and I will see you guys in the next one.